Okay, oh shit, well, today... Why does the sound keep cutting off? Oh, never mind, that's just how the game is. Okay, never mind. Okay, so today we are doing, we're continuing the event. I'm not gonna do the story today because I don't have time for that personally, I'm just saying. When I do that story, that'll probably be in... next Monday. Because I'm busy tomorrow. I don't really I never really stream on Saturdays or Sundays. So by Monday, so it should be like what's Monday for 24th. Yeah, no, that's when I'll stream the story. First act. I'm streaming, right? You just gotta make sure everything looks good on y'all's end. Oh shit. Oh, that tells me everything's good. Okay. Alright. So. Okay. Let's just clean that. Oh, look at the dog, bro. Anyway. Venerable 7 shoes and eyes, one lot. Interesting. Okay. Lantern against shadows. Let's go. Hello, 2 sweeps. Alright, cool. Just do that. Okay. Okay, I can sweep again. I love to see it. Alright, okay. 2-3, that's where we left off. So we were doing, okay, so we got probably like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it goes up to 7, probably 11 more stages. Okay, ooh, Senna. Alright, got another chess piece. Shame that Miss Branya's data is too massive. What? Looks like we'll have to make do with other temp data right now. Is this Senna? I didn't waste my time here. Data from our Mars friend was also made into a mod by me. Did you even ask for her consent? Don't mind the details. Senna loves playing games. There's no way she'd say no. Besides, I've wanted to know something for a long time. After Svare and I split up to look for the informant, I activated all the language modules. Whew. Carly, Ilya, are you on some sort of secret mission? Yeah, we're now on Mars. Oh, sneaking off to buy records again. Kiana, I caught them right on the fence last time. That's fine. Carly, Ilya, and I used to get caught a lot. Try to be more careful next time and don't get caught. Kiana, you shouldn't cut them too much slack. Children these days. May kids at this age are meant to go out and explore the world before they get the bitter taste of work. Masters, May and Kiana? Oh, we didn't sneak out this time. Oh, right, meet the new friend we made on Mars, Senna. Eh? Orly and Elliot, what are you doing? Senna, come say hi to our teachers on Earth. Hello, I'm May. I'm Kiana. You look familiar. Familiar? It's a lame excuse to get close. Since you're Healy and Corley's teacher, that makes us friends too. After all, I used to take care of them on Mars. Hey, it was the other way around, Senna the silly. Corley, mind your language. Sorry, May. I was joking with her. May, they look very close to me. Oh, almost got carried away. The reason I gathered everyone here is that I've prepared an interstellar gaming competition. Senna, why don't you spar with Miss Kiana on behalf of Mars? Oh, I see. Well, as the rep of Mars, I, the zestful queen, shall never lose. Oh my god, she's actually calling herself that. I won't hold myself back either. Come on. winner was decided in a brief moment. You fought well. You're so strong, but don't you get cocky. Next time I'll bring Dark along and kick your butt. I knew it. Miss Kiana's invincible. That's enough, Coralie. I thought you were trying to introduce our teachers to the Martians. You didn't tell me you only wished to find out which planet had better players. I've been dying to know for ages. But Senna's hardly a proper choice, after all. You know what a lousy player she is. Oh, whoops. Indeed, but that was exactly what I expected. A one-sided slaughter. Never mind. Don't forget what we came for. Let's go find Telma's informant. That was funny. So Senna, is that just gonna be what she's gonna call herself from now on in gaming? Crazy. Oh, okay. Also, initial immediately damage to enemies. The more drive cores Senna controls, the faster she generates pulse stacks. I didn't read the first half, but Senna's active skill allows her to instantly generate a number of pulse stacks in and around and deal damage to target enemy. Okay, class 5. So we'll target that one, and then we'll fuse that one, and then okay. Nice. Ooh. Let's go with this guy, and then boom. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, I see. Okay. Under level, that's okay. All taken care of, and she happens to be an old friend of ours. Oh, I don't remember seeing you here before, but since we're doing business together, I think that makes us old friends. May good fortune come your way, partner. A few words about myself. Songchui, you can drop the speech. So, you're the intel dealer. No surprise at all. Huh? Sorry. So you're the one who needs help, You know each other? I guess you could say that, or not. Then you know each other. Your name precedes you everywhere, Svore. Well, she has quite a reputation as a Lantern member. She's known for paying people with punches and running from debt. Huh? No, so sorry, everyone knows you're generous and gracious. It's been a while, Songchui. The intel you gave me last time was very useful. Yeah, huh? It did work? I only had to wreck 2 more streets to get things done. The downside, however, is now that I'm deeper in debt, so the intel fee I owe you, it's fine, you can pay me later. I'm just glad to be of help. You're a hero who works for the greater good. So she was already like this 100 years ago. Okay. Oh my god. I heard everything from this lady. So Svare, you wish to see Sarah, right? It's all on me, only this time. Relax. I'm just going to ask a few questions. I won't do it the hard way, unless I absolutely have to. Well, let's hope it won't come to that. Hello, Svare, and the 2 misses I don't know. Hi, Sarah. Do I know you from somewhere? But I don't believe we've met before. Don't mind it. She's just trying to break the ice. Let me introduce ourselves first. I'm Helia, a rookie from Lantern, and she's Coralie. We're on a mission with Safari-senpai. Serapium, I want to ask about something. Songchui told me already. It's about Carver, right? People at the Mutual Aid Society told me he attended a few sessions. I have no idea where he's from, but he refused to join us. Then why did he come here? He came looking for an item that could fend off shadows. An item that could fend off shadows? Mm-hmm. We have no such thing, so someone told him to turn into a well-known collector of gadgets. So he's been trying to find a way to fight shadows all along. Could this be the reason why he survived the shadow calamity? As far as I know, it's not easy to get that collector's help. And she never gives out her precious items lately. Sounds like you know her well. You could say that. I owe her a lot. Since Carver came to Thelma for loans, we can assume he couldn't afford the gadgets. But that's just an informed guess. We thought he was only an ordinary victim, but he turned out to be more of a mystery. All the more reason for us to find him. Serapium, do you know his whereabouts? Sorry, I don't know. He didn't tell us. Don't be sorry. You've helped us a lot. Only we're out of clues again. Maybe we should visit the collector. Did I overhear someone was looking for Carver? The good news is I happen to know him. You've been eavesdropping from the start, but I guess that's typical of you. You've got to keep your eyes sharp and ears pricked for any business opportunities. Carver's a poor fellow. He wasn't born rich, but he never had to worry about money. Until a shadow calamity struck his neighborhood when his daughter was born. When his daughter's still young and his wife always sick, the family business has been going downhill. They've taken on massive debts and ended up selling the family fortune just to make ends meet. Later, I heard he became a salvager of sorts, recovering the valuables that wealthy families left where shadow calamity struck them and keeping a portion of the valuables as payment. On occasion, he'd ask me to sell the things he'd earned on the market to feed his family. Then he's probably gone to Drizzle Street to finish up his work. But that market you mentioned... You're not talking about the black market, are you, Songchui? I can't hide anything from you, can I? Business is faster there, but I guarantee you my wares all come from legitimate sources. I'm not into anything illegal. Anyway, Carver eventually learned how to sell on the black market himself, so it's been ages since I last did that. Makes sense. I know you don't have the guts to go around breaking rules. That's true. Well, at any rate, Carver's family lives on the outskirts of West Street. If you're looking for him, try over there. Outskirts of West Street? Isn't that place almost deserted? Yeah, it's remote and full of wandering shadow monsters. Just about everyone has moved out, leaving him the only one that stayed. I tried to talk him out of it a couple times, but it didn't work. Got it. Thank you, Songchui, for helping me again, but alright this time. Just pay what you can, our friendship comes first. Coralie, Helia, let's go. Oh, right. Serapium, I owe you one. That's alright, Miss Fari. Mrs. The Mutual Aid Society looks forward to your next visit. Goodbye. Goodbye. So there's just a fight here for no reason. Okay, so we'll just start with this. Ooh. And then we can fuse these two now. Then we'll do this. I just realized, did she do like a little yatta? Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, damn. I like these muscle balloons. Okay. Damn. Can I fuse anything? She was a little yatta. Oh shit. That's a crazy hit. Here we go. Nice. Recommended 11. It's okay, I'm built this. Well, I actually got to see Song Chui and Sarah PM from a century ago. This trip was worth it. That girl will become one of the 7 shoes. The shoe of union that sent us into an inescapable illusion of union. Judging from our convo, I wouldn't have imagined she's so powerful. Yeah, all shoes are not to be underestimated. Not necessarily. I mean, isn't the informant we just met a shoe as well? Why doesn't she have any mystical powers? Well... well... she might. We just don't know what they are yet. Hey, what are you two talking about? Nothing. Just surprised at how young the Mutual Aid Society's top figure is. Don't underestimate her. People who who gave uniting with her the slightest thought and are drowning in it. Oh my god, I can't read. Many people gave uniting with her the slightest thought are drowning in it, never to find themselves back. In the face of a catastrophe most can't deal with, huddling can offer a way out. Trust me, it's not a good feeling. Rather than looking for a way out, it's better to think about what we can do now. The shadows aren't masters of the night. They're simply using our fears. Don't be afraid to take them on. But if I'm unable to resist being afraid, how can I fight against the shadows? Yeah, if you can't even protect yourself from the shadows, what else can you do? From another point of view, teaming up is their best option right now. Perhaps, but someone's gotta solve the problem. That's why we're here. Carver's house is up ahead. Get ready for some work. Wow, look at her go. And see how fast she changed topics. All she can think about is work. Like it's her favorite thing to do. Wait a minute. No way! Unless you're possessed by a ghost or something, you'd never enjoy your job, and it doesn't look like she derives pleasure from work either. That's why she's working like her life depends on it. Maybe she just has a strong, spontaneous sense of responsibility. She wishes neither to become a hero nor achieve some lofty goal. She's only fighting against the evils of this world because she can. Sounds like she's a bit too selfless. I don't know for sure though, she just gives off that feeling. I feel the same after hearing you say that. Yulia, you seem to know her pretty well. Could it be one workaholic appreciating another? Who are you calling a workaholic? You don't think so? When it comes to work, you're overly conscientious. Actually, come to think of it, she's no match for you in this regard. No way. Why deny it? It's a strength. Wait, in that case, you should go find her weakness. Don't forget why we're here. As humans, there are things we're afraid of. Yulia, you can ask her about it when you get the chance. Well, you really know how to boss me around. But, as it turns out, I had the same idea. It's hard not to wonder what scares the fearless hunter. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay. But, okay. Well, for now, I'm just gonna, yeah. No, I'd want that. And then boom. Am I limited on how many, like, rounds I go? Probably not, right? Okay. Ugh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I confuse anything here. Ugh. Oh, it just... Oh, nice. Oh my god. Okay, that's the max size. Alright, cool. Them numbers crazy. Okay, next. Oh, okay. After clearing the shadows outside, the group entered the house. Even though it was barely dusk, the gloomy house was shrouded in shadows as black as midnight. It feels even darker in here than outside. Is it more shadows? Right. Look, the house is surrounded by shadows. The room is filled with the smell of decay. A shadow calamity's taking hold of this place a long time ago. But the shadows haven't attacked yet, so the situation isn't that bad. Looks like we got here just in time. Things aren't as good as they look. If you see a trace of shadow somewhere, chances are tens of thousands of shadow monsters are hiding there. I feel like the shadow calamity could break out any minute here. Which means it's not too late to stop it from spreading further. Right. Shadow calamities are intrinsically linked to human fear. If Carver ran into a shadow calamity on Drizzle Street, he might have brought some of it back home. Does he really need to bring more fear home? Wouldn't living in a place like this scare you silly 24/7? I mean, I understand that sometimes you can't get to choose where you live, but this is literally like the worst option. As far as I can tell, he doesn't need a shadow calamity to bring him shadows since his life is already full of them. You're right. Anyone living in a place like this ought to know a thing or two about shadows and probably wouldn't be scared of a shadow calamity. Come to think of it, there are a lot of sources of fear from him. As of that, the need to take care of his wife and daughter. These burdens made his life difficult and even tottering. And this terrifying environment constantly puts them all at risk. Combined with his dangerous line of work, he should be stressed out. So much to do. Looks like I'm gonna be busy again. I'll have to request overtime. Come on, let's ask about what's going on here. Oh my god, gameplay. It's probably him, right? Carver. The man ahead looked panicked, clearly knee-deep in the troubles the Shadow Calamity caused him. Who are you? We're members of the Lantern Organization. You can call me Sfore. And this is Healy and Corley. Lantern Organization? Is there a problem? No problem. I've heard of your organization. I'm Carver, the owner of this house, and since you've come here, is something wrong? Something wrong? You're a brave one. Your house is surrounded by shadows and you ask us what's wrong? Then you're gonna come in here and ask you. They're gonna come in here and eat you to the bone. So, you're here to take care of the monsters? We are. Don't get nervous. They react to emotion. Try to stay calm. To help resolve this, we need information. When did these shadows appear? For a while now. They've been appearing frequently since I moved in. You mean the shadows discovered you a long time ago? Yes, but they've always been wandering outside the yard. It wasn't until the last time I returned from Drizzle Street that they started to gather. That sounds off. But you were at Drizzle Street. You dropped this lettered bag and this teddy bear on Drizzle Street, right? Right. They belong to me. I was chased by a horde of shadow monsters, so I threw my bag at them to distract them more. I wouldn't have gone out alive. As for the teddy bear... Isn't it yours? Why do you look surprised? It's my daughter's favorite teddy bear. I couldn't find it for the past few days, and here it is. Thank you so much for finding it for me. So then, aside from the shadow monsters, have you run into anything else on Drizzle Street? Like, someone that looks like a shadow? Or a member of the Lantern Organization? Nothing like that. Nobody, shadow or otherwise. What does all this have to do with me? Nothing. Is that... Sorry. Nothing. Sorry, I was off topic. Back to the matter at hand. How long has this all been going on? I'm not sure. By the clock, 4 days. But I haven't seen the sunrise. So your house has been like this for 4 days. We ran into something similar on Drizzle Street. It's a shadow that covers the sky, blocking out the sun. Excuse me, bud. Is this very serious? It's complicated. Shadow's trying to trap you here, but luckily they haven't attacked yet. And it's only a matter of time. When you're completely overpowered by fear, they'll swoop in to enjoy the feast. So what do we do? Is there anything I can do? Is there anyone else here besides you? We're gonna need all the details. My wife and daughter. My wife should be in the yard. You can find her there. My daughter's been staying indoors. I was going to check on her. If you need to, you can come with me. After informing everyone, Carver entered his house. Senpai, he doesn't seem to be affected by Shadow Calamity on Drizzle Street and has a stable mind. I don't think he's to blame here. Right, he did seem a little nervous during our conversation, but I don't think he's lying. His reaction's almost too flat. According to him, it's normal for shadows to be here, but they've been increasing over the past 2 days. Sorry, we're drinking water. And why could he break through the Shadow Calamity just by throwing his leather bag? What kind of wizardry is that? I feel like he's hiding something. Let's hurry up and get to the bottom of this. If we're unable to find the cause of their fear, all we can do is destroy the shadows here by force. I didn't think you'd be so patient. I expected you to do it right away. If it was just me here, I wouldn't hesitate. But there's too many civilians around. Best to find a safer solution. That's enough chit-chat. Let's split up and investigate. I'll go check on his daughter. You two go look for his wife. Senpai, we're not sticking together? Splitting up will be more efficient, and the situation is highly volatile. Acting as a group is more likely to frighten civilians. If there's any danger... Don't worry, Hylia. What's gonna be able to hurt her? You should be more worried about scaring Carver's daughter. I know what I'm doing. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Was this the wife? Carver's wife, hello. Hello, ma'am. We're members of the Lantern Organization investigating the Shadow Calamity. Things don't look too good here, so please be extra careful. I'm sorry you came here to help and I don't have anything to treat you. You're too kind. We're the ones who disturbed you, if you don't mind. When did you first become ill? My health starting to decline after I gave birth to Debbie. Plus the family business was failing at the time, so I most likely overworked myself. Luckily, I have Carver. After I fell ill, he'd go to work before dawn and come home late at night. No matter how busy he is, he always comes home before Debbie's bedtime to tell her his story. He must really love his daughter. But this isn't a long-term solution, ma'am. Shadows have already invaded the room. Yeah, we know that. It's all my fault. I'll leave all the work to him, and my treatment has incurred debts. That's why we're staying here. But he's done better at work lately. He says he's saved up some money, and soon we'll pay off our debts and rent an apartment in the city. Doing better? Did he land a big client? Yes. I heard a client often commissions him, so he's going out more lately, and his wounds have also gotten more serious. In return, he's brought back more items each time to sell for a lot of money. Carver didn't tell us about this. We didn't ask. Wait, Sanctuary mentioned Carver's job is to help nobility struck by shadow calamities recover their valuables. There's probably not too many repeat customers, right? People can't be rushing to lose their stuff whenever there's a shadow calamity just because he has a good service attitude. Right. The one commissioning isn't recovering their own things, but whatever was left behind at the scene. But what stuff is being left behind? Excuse me, but do you have a good list of goods that Mr. Carver has sold? I'm sorry. I don't. Alright then, thank you for your cooperation. The information is very helpful. But once we've resolved the problem here, you should still move away as soon as you can. Looks like those jerks can't help themselves. Shadows lurking outside the yard observed the conversation quietly. Just like prison guards watching over restless inmates. Those shadow monsters are coming in? They've been watching us the whole time. Looks like they've considered this place their home for some time now. It may just be shadows, but being watched like this creeps me out. Ever since you were planning to move, they've been restless, almost like they're trying to stop the sheep they raised from fleeing. Please hide in the house, ma'am. Coralie? Let's take care of these jerks together. I've been controlling chess pieces to battle. I've been idling to the point of not feeling my legs. Now I finally have a chance to move my body. That was a bit of flexing with the dodging right there, not gonna lie. With me, I'll give you a real hammering. Stop fooling around and get moving. Come on, this isn't reality. Let me kick back a little. Woo! That felt great! There's no time for relaxation. Something tells me the shadow calamity here is a lot worse than we think. Yeah, and I feel like Carver's wife wasn't being totally honest about what he sells, so I went ahead and knocked some stuff over during the fight. Look! The containers in the room were smashed during the fight, and some of what fell out was instantly recognizable to them. These are tools from the Lantern organization. Was this what Carver's been selling? Something's not right here. I've got to report this to Savory. Huh? I hear shots from inside the house. Something's wrong. Let's go check. Okay. Oh no, when did those shadows make their way to the door? Oh no. When did the sky get so dark? We only just got here 15 minutes ago. They looked for the sky above the yard. Suddenly turned dark and gloomy. There was no more moon nor starlight to be seen, just an inky curtain. A horde of shadows crowded around the door to Carver's house. Ah, shoot. Shadow calamity is getting worse. I see a trace of shadow somewhere. Chances are tens of thousands of shadow monsters are hiding here. I was careless. The shadows weren't only surrounding the house, they had already sneaked inside too. We made our way to the door while we were distracted with fighting. Actually, something even worse is waiting for us. Corley pointed to the direction they came from. The door was shrouded in a thick black haze. The entrance is blocked by shadows. There's no escaping now. Oh, fuck. Howl came from inside the house, followed by an ear-piercing scream. This is... That's Sori's voice. Sounds like she's in trouble. Impossible. There's something here that can surprise her? A howl just now sounded like a beast. Is there a bear in the house or something? What's going on in there? Why has everything gotten so much worse all of a sudden? More and more shadow monsters emerged, surrounding the entire courtyard. Shadow calamity has already begun, but... The shadow calamity has already begun. Are we too late? We have to get past these monsters and get Sori. Okay, what's next? Oh shit, chess. It says recommended level is 12, but I'm built way differently than the rest of the players in this game, so... Okay, I can say that. Ooh. Nice. No, I'll go with this. Oh, perfect. Not the fucking cows. Nice. Cows. Ooh. That's crazy. Oh my god, that was a lot. All of a sudden, we're in Japan. I mean, while Coralie and Helia took on the shadows. Sorry. The girl stared at the stranger in fear, nervously taking shelters in her father's arm. Don't be afraid, Debbie. She's here to help. Why is she so afraid of me? It isn't because of some absurd rumor about the Lantern Organization taking away children who don't go to bed, is it? I'm sorry, it's just that my daughter here never leaves home, so she's not used to strangers. Would you like some candy? It's very sweet. Safari took a piece of candy from her waist. When the girl reached out for it attentively, she noticed a teddy bear hanging from her waist. Ah, Katie! Oh, I almost forgot about this. Here, it's your teddy bear. Papa, Katie's hurt. It's Papa's fault. I didn't take good care of Keiji. Kate used the bear's name, but something's wrong with the girl. She upset that the teddy bear's damaged? Oh no, it's my track shadows. Carver, is your daughter always this emotionally unstable? No, she's usually fine. Lately things outside have been what you saw. She's not used to it. What's going on outside, Papa? Keiji will protect us, right? Don't worry, Debbie. Everything will be alright if you stay inside. So she's the one who attracted the shadows here. Carver's done his best to keep her calm, but things have gotten worse since she's gotten her bear back. Soon the shadows will. Everyone outside, things are... The door of the room swung open and Carver's wife ran inside in a panic. Some shadow monsters followed close behind. Just as the monsters were about to grab Carver's wife, several bullets brought down the shadows with dazzling sparks. This is bad. The shadow calamity is getting worse. Your daughter is the cause. I should have done something sooner. Monsters, real monsters. Papa, how did monsters get in the house? My daughter is the cause of the shadow calamity? How? It's okay, Debbie. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Are they the ones that hurt Keiji? I don't know for certain she's the cause of the shadow calamity. You need to get her out of here, Carver. Find Coralie and Helia and ask them to take you away. Right. Debbie, come with Papa. I don't want to go outside, Pop. There must be many monsters. I'm scared. Can we stay inside? No, Debbie. Listen to me. It's not safe here anymore. The shadow monsters are coming. But you said it was safe here. Papa, Keiji will keep us safe. Shoot, she's on the brink. The longer this goes on, the stronger the shadow calamity will become. Like the night veiling the sky, shadows began to fill each corner of the room before swarming Carver's family. Watch out! Keiji, protect me! This is... Powerful impact threw Sore through the window. At that moment, the two outside had broken the shadow monster's blockade. Ugh! Got her. Whew. We arrived just in the nick of time as always. You alright, Senpai? I'm alright. It's just a scrape. Shoot, it's all my fault for not coming with you. The moment I don't have your back, you're vulnerable. You were so certain when you said nothing could hurt her. You put on such a show. Don't need to be polite, I'll avenge you. Now tell me, did Carver send the bear to attack you? Outside, we found lanterns items from his commodities. There's something off about him. No, not him. A shadow. What? I wanted to check on Carver's daughter, Debbie, but she became erratic when she saw me and almost lost it when the shadow monsters appeared. As well as protecting Carver and his daughter, a shadow got me. I assume she's the cause of the shadow calamity, Senpai? We ran into shadows also. This place is surrounded. Carver and his family are still inside. We need to hurry. The teddy bear that Debbie constructed won't be able to hold out. The teddy bear? Have the shadows scared you crazy? Wait, Coralie, look! What's in that room? Throughout the shattered window, a giant teddy bear stood in the doorway beneath the light, blocking out the shadow monsters. What's the roar we heard earlier from it? Is it really the teddy bear we picked up? How did it get so big, and why is it moving? Because that's... There was hesitation in Svori's voice, as though she didn't believe what she was about to say. Fabricated chests. Huh? What the fuck? The teddy bear let out another ferocious roar. The shadow monsters grew impatient and rushed the bear. Suddenly the lights went dim and the sound of fabric being torn could be heard. Oh my god, it's a fucking teddy chest bear. How many is there? Oh, there's a lot. Oh, fuck, there's a lot. Alright, that's fine. I can finish this. So we get lantern and lantern in a second. Okay, cool. The journey in the box of memories and time culminated in Coralie and Helia, without realizing it, were fully immersed in their roles. As sudden as the falling of dusk, the situation became topsy-turvy. The shadow calamity broke out in the house of a man named Carver. The last guardian of that house was a teddy bear named Keiji by his daughter. Sorry. The giant bear let out only a whimper as the light faded, followed by a violent knocking on the door. At that moment, the shadows enveloped the entire courtyard in darkness, as if dawn would never come again. That's the best I can do, Svori-senpai. That's enough. Did Debbie really create that huge bear, Keiji, via fabricated chest? I inferred so. When the shadows barged in, the bear began to glow in her arms like a fabricated chest that's activating. And then the giant bear appeared. If what you're saying is true, then it's highly likely that fabricated chest is among the Lantern Organization's items that Carver collected. I saw it with my own eyes. It's definitely the Lantern Organization's. Maybe he's the one attacking the organization? No way. Even my weakest colleagues could take him down. Besides, even if he's after just money, why would he want to make enemies with Lantern? It's more plausible that he came across them on Drizzle Street. But even if he did pick up fabricated chests, he wouldn't know how to use it, let alone Debbie. Try to have an open mind. I mean, I learned how to use it on my own. If everyone is as perceptive as you, I wouldn't need to run around Longcho all day. I don't understand how she's able to use fabricated chests, but I have a feeling it has to do with the teddy bear. If it's able to transform into that, then maybe it already fought shadows on Drizzle Street to help Carver escape. So badly damaged that I couldn't take on any shadows now. The entity created by fabricated chests shouldn't be hurt by any damage the real bear sustains. Unless the user thinks that's how it should be. After all, Debbie's just a child. As I understand it, fabricated chess is powered by this sheer mastery of her memory and imagination. If we assume Debbie relies on how she imagines her teddy bear to be when using fabricated chess, it'll reflect that her bear is worn out. That makes sense. I think about it, maybe that's why the Shadow Calamity broke out so suddenly. Shadows weren't as strong as when we first arrived. It was after Safari handed her the bear that things began to spin out of control, because she thought her teddy bear was damaged beyond repair. At that time, she had a frightened look on her face, and that's when the monsters appeared. But if Debbie's fear comes from her teddy bear, shouldn't the Shadow Calamity occur the moment she realized it was missing? Why did it only happen after we found it? Who knows? Fear can be unpredictable. Wasn't that what you said? In the eyes of an innocent child, what adults take for granted may be the most important thing in their life. If she lost it, there's still a chance it'd be found in one piece, but when she saw it badly damaged, it was all over. The teddy bear is very important to her, no doubt. As for why, we'll have to ask her. Come on, let's go save them. It's what we're here for. Wait. No, we're in a hurry, Safari. This is for you, Helia. Safari took out a chess piece. It was a statuette of a candy resembling her. This is a chess piece of mine. I believe you now have the ability to command it. It should come in handy. Thank you for trusting me. I'll put it to good use. Candy. Cute. Didn't expect something like this from you, Miss Safari. You talk too much. She's like, fucking shut the fuck up. Alright, that's enough then. Let's go save them. I can fight her alongside Safari-senpai. She specializes in using Burned Along Night and withdraw the battle. Withdraw Burned Along Night to increase the attack of Safari on the chessboard. Her active skill boosts the attack of a selected chess piece per... Oh, okay. It's a good strategy to boost Burned Along Night with her active skill. So I assume that's the weapon, right? I see, okay. And we do this. Then we withdraw one of these. Okay. Okay, so what if I fused? What if I fuse these two, right? Oh, okay. After taking down the shadows at the entrance, everyone entered the house to see Carver and his wife both curled up in a cabinet with troubled faces. You okay? She just passed out. She's fine. And Debbie? The monsters were after her. Keiji protected her and took her to the backyard. I'm sorry. It's our fault. We let the shadows get the jump on us. No, the fault's all mine. I'm the one who failed to keep Debbie safe. Only I worked harder and got my family out of here sooner. Calm down. This is exactly how the shadows want you to feel. Get a hold of yourself. Don't let your fear feed them. You're right. I shouldn't be afraid. I shouldn't be. To fix this shadow calamity, I have a few questions for you. You've been frequenting Drizzle Street to recover the items belonging to the Lantern Organization, correct? You found your stuff. A lot of it belongs to the Lantern Organization. I didn't mean to. My employer told me to recover them, and so I did. And your employer told you when and where to recover them? Right. I was just following orders. Which means the employer of yours knows Lantern's movements. Could this person be the one who attacked the members? Talk about that later. Carver, did you see a special chess piece among what you recovered? Yes, and my employer seems to like it especially. It wasn't included in any rewards. The collector told me if I could bring a piece to her, she'd give me something to keep my family safe. So I snuck one out for myself. I'm sorry, I took it serious. What you stole was KG, wasn't it? Right. She told me as long as we put the teddy bear by her side and believe it'll protect us, it'll hold back the shadows. So I handed it over to my daughter. I didn't know what it was for, but before the shadow calamity, no shadows had come ever since. I mean, this is the first time we've seen KG in fabricated chest form? Yes, I didn't think it would actually be our guardian angel. It's my fault for losing it. If I knew it was in my bag, I wouldn't have dropped it. Perhaps Debbie thought her home was safe, so she didn't need KG. And now, with the shadows breaking in and KG falling apart, she feels terrified. Collector. It all makes sense. She's capable of making a child unknowingly use fabricated chess. But she hid the piece you gave her in that bear. You should have told us earlier. Because the client told me not to tell anyone about this. Especially from the Lantern Organization. And I was worried that the Lantern Organization would retaliate if news got out, so I... Is our organization's reputation that bad? Are we that extreme? You're the one who should be reflecting on this. Please, save her. I know I've made a mistake, but it's not my family's fault, just mine. You can do whatever you want with me, but I'm begging you. Please, save my daughter. Don't worry, we're here to deal with the shadow calamity, so we'll see to it to the end. Don't sweat it. This isn't your fault. The shadows are using Debbie's fear. That's what got us here. We'll bring her back. Before then, just keep calm. Svore stopped talking and walked straight towards the backyard. Whew! She sure is reliable, and even without proof, you just know she's someone who sticks to her word. Yeah, we better tag along. Regular enemy. An auto battle would be nice. We'll just start. Svore, and then let's withdraw one. Oh, I should have got the burn along night. What am I doing? Ow. We'll do this, and then we'll do this. I can't help but notice I don't have any Svores on the board. That's unfortunate. That's really depressing. What happened? We have Svore at home, I guess. Yeah, we're so fucked because, like, what can I do? Like, it literally got rid of my fucking Svores. That one thing. Oh my god, that's kind of. I'm kind of pissed about that. I'm actually gonna restart because that shit's fucking unfortunate as hell. There we go. This is pretty good. Hmm. What the fuck? We're done here, and you all? All finished, the road's clear. The group headed down the road to where shadows gathered. Is this shadow calamity really caused by one little girl's fear? Seems like a lot. I always thought the younger you were, the less things you were afraid of. You believe what song she tells you? Pretty sure it was you who raised that first. Fear and age have nothing to do with each other. Children are more easily overpowered by fear because they don't have a clear understanding of the world around them. Pushing open the door, they finally reached the backyard. Two uncannily familiar figures were standing in the center. Is that Carver and his wife? What are they doing here? Where's Debbie? No, they're clones, created by fabricated chests. But they don't look useful in battle. I think this is also a self-defense mechanism. To prevent the shadows from finding her, she subconsciously created everything she could think of. Let's go have a look. Business hasn't improved this month either. Things aren't looking good lately. I heard that monsters are coming. Everyone is stockpiling and preparing to move away. Oh, it's my fault. You're forced to shoulder this debt because of my health. Don't say that. I'll think of something. I already plan to sell the shop and the empty house. We'll save unnecessary expenses this way. I've talked to the shop owner, Mr. Gia from the West Street. He's willing to introduce me to a decent gig whose earnings should be enough to sustain us. I can't speak. You're going to work for someone else? Would that be appropriate? It's alright. As long as we're together as a family, I can do anything. Take care of Debbie. She's still young. We shouldn't burden her. We shouldn't burden her with our own current situation. Fabricated chest reproduces the user's memories. According to that conversation, this must be from when the Carver's family began to fall apart. Debbie isn't present. Why disappear in her memories? Why do those involved have these memories, but witnesses do too? I'm afraid that she's been eavesdropping on her parents since then. Oh, so she was aware of her family's situation from the beginning. To child, such problems are all too real. Perhaps these are where her fear comes from. Perhaps these are where her fear stems from. Let's continue investigating. She's nearby. Did I miss anything? How many minutes were you already starting? It's been an hour. It's frankly it's been an hour. That's all. Like almost at the end. Are you going to do that again? That place is too dangerous. It's alright, the client pays generously. It's worth some minor oh my god, I can't speak. Anyway, it's alright, the client pays generously. It's worth some minor injuries. But if you get caught, don't worry, I'll be careful. I won't be discovered by the Lantern Organization. I missed a lot. It's okay, I mean like the VOD will be there anyway, so. Alright then. Monsters have appeared in the vicinity again. Be careful. Don't be afraid. As long as we're not afraid of them, they won't dare to come in. Well, as long as you're around, I don't care what happens to me. I'm just worried about Debbie. I understand. It'll be fine. I'll protect her, no matter what happens. I won't let her get hurt. I trust you. Now go spend some time with her. She refuses to sleep unless you're home. Alright. Recording stopped abruptly and the two shadows crumbled like soil. Huh? It ended just like that? Because the memories of those involved were also interrupted then, and he mentioned the Lantern Organization. I'm afraid this is when he began recovering Lantern's tools. On the other hand, Debbie has been looking out of her window in anticipation of her father's return. She heard all this and developed a fear towards Lantern. That's why she panicked when we arrived. Huh. It seems like we catalyzed this shadow calamity. Huh. The Lantern Organization is villainous. Can't be helped. We can only prove that we're here to help her through action. Let's continue. Oh, fun. Oh, what the fuck? Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived in a castle. Every time she went to sleep, a beast hidden in the night would appear and transform her dreams into nightmares. That's scary. Before the I remember the homo vid, so you can take a break before the epilogue. Oh, true. At this time, a brave knight, Little Bear Keiji, appeared. It held a flaming torch in its hand and shouted, "Stop right there, you terrible beast! Nobody can disturb the princess in her sleep under my watch." And the beast scurried away. The princess returned to her sweet dreams. Oh, Keiji's so strong, just like Papa. As long as Papa's around, I'll sleep tight. Then go to sleep, my little princess. I'll always be here to protect you. Okay. Papa? What's wrong? Papa's right here. Papa, can you come home earlier from now on? When you're not home, I feel worried. About what? I'm worried that there's scary monsters out there, and that's why you're always hurt. And don't worry, there are no monsters outside. I'm only hurt because I was careless at work. Even if there were monsters around, I'm not afraid. Papa is the strongest. Really? Of course, when I've ever lied to you, rest assured, I'll be fine. I promise I'll come back home. I'll come home earlier next time. But when I'm not home, you have to stay inside and listen to Mama, alright? Don't think too much. Alright, I'll be good. When Papa isn't home, I'll wait in the room. This was when Carver was telling Debbie a bedtime story. Clever approach. If she's willing to believe that her reality was the same as that story, when a night to protect her, she'd have the courage to confront the Dark Knight. But things never go as planned in reality. Due to a hefty workload, Carver always returned home late. And that courage has almost dissipated by now. No, it hasn't dissipated. I can feel something protecting her. Hurry up, she's right here. Pew, 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 pew. I love guns. Found her. Shadows had surrounded Debbie and ignored their arrival. They danced like black flames. The last barrier that stood between the shadows and Debbie was a weak teddy bear. Keiji, it's still night out there, right? That is not what a bear sounds like. That's Keiji. It's been protecting her, and that's why the shadows can't harm her. If morning doesn't come, Papa won't leave. I don't want Papa to leave. Debbie, don't be afraid. Your father is fine. Stay away from me. You want to take Papa away. He looks afraid of us? Probably because of the earlier stereotyping. That's why I told Miss Foray to be more gentle. Look at how you scared her. It's nothing to do with me. Debbie, we're here to help you. Come, let's look for your father together. No, I don't want to leave. It's scary outside. He's not gonna last much longer. There are too many shadows. We got to hurry. Foray swiftly fired and eliminated several shadow monsters. But soon after, more appeared and rushed towards Debbie for a more ferocious attack. Why does she become more afraid when I shoot these shadows? Well, she's not just afraid of the shadow monsters, but them disappearing as well. Why is that? Oh no, she's gonna be devoured by the shadows. Keiji! The shadows grew more rampant and Keiji finally used its last ounce of strength. Just as it was about to be torn apart, its chest grew tall. A chest piece shot out from its chest and landed at their feet. It wants to give this chest piece to us? Or is it trying to tell us something? Coralie reached out and picked up the chest piece. The moment she touched it, the memory sealed within appeared before everyone's eyes. Okay, but how does that correlate with Branya? Papa, you have another cut on your face. It was a small accident. I'm okay. More importantly, look at this, Debbie. Papa bought you a gift today. Wow, it's a teddy bear. You still remember that story Papa told you before? The brave knight Keiji will protect the princess from the beast every night. This is Keiji. When Papa isn't home during the day, he'll protect you. Keiji, are you very strong? Of course, Princess Debbie. Let me protect you. Alright, Keiji. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you too. I just gotta. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh shit. Okay. After that, with Keiji by her side, the girl slept soundly every night. Then, an illusion of a giant teddy bear floated above the house, blocking out all the monsters lurking in the darkness. Till one day at dawn, the girl secretly stuffed the teddy bear into her father's bag. Keiji, can you help me protect Papa? Papa's work is really dangerous and I don't want him to get hurt anymore. Oh, so Carver used Keiji to act as the knight from the story in hopes that Debbie would believe that someone would always protect her. Because Debbie believed in that story, the teddy bear became the source of her courage. She's no longer scared of the shadows, and the fabricated chest inside Keiji made it the silent guardian of his home. But everything changed because she gave the teddy bear to her father. Hoping that the teddy bear would become her father's knight, Debbie gave Keiji to Carver. However, the shadow calamity in Drizzle Street was far too strong, or Keiji was too far away from Debbie. It was destroyed by the shadow monsters there. In a way, Debbie was the one who saved Carver. But from Debbie's perspective, Keiji lost to the monsters. Her father returned home more heavily wounded, and the undefeated guardian no longer existed. Her life seemed unsafe again. Rather than saying fabricate chests secretly protect the family, it was Keiji that stopped Debbie from fearing the future. When the fairy tale about Keiji proved to be false, she understood that this world was a perilous one. Therefore, her father was constantly exposed to danger during work. Suddenly, a weak yet sincere voice was heard from the thick shadow fog. Keiji died. The monsters outside killed it. Those monsters that look like shadows, like the talking foxes, singing birds, and dancing rabbits in fairy tale. And fairy tales, they truly exist. It's scary outside, so can Papa stay home? Yeah, where do you want to live more, Earth or Mars? Honkai or Shadows? I'm Earth, duh. That's right. That's what Debbie's afraid of. When Debbie realized that Keiji was destroyed by shadow monsters, the source of her courage crumbled away too. Before finality was contained, still Earth. Monsters from a story had stormed into her reality, and the night was powerless against them. This proved that her worries for her father were unwarranted too. When the truth hidden from her was laid bare before her eyes, those fairy tales ironically amplified her horror fantasies, for she could not perceive reality as it was. That's why Shadows Wolf an endless night here. If her father didn't go to work at night, he wouldn't get hurt. But that would mean all his efforts were in vain. Carver gave his all to sustain the family, and came up with that story to protect his daughter. Debbie did this because she's worried about her father. In the end, all this became the cause of a shadow calamity. Have they all done something wrong? I know it feels terrible, but in Langcho, everyone has to learn to face the truth. Sori was surprisingly empathetic as she patted Healy on the shoulder. Unknown calamities came into our lives at some point. These calamities could destroy our future any time. In what era? Current era or PE? Current era, duh. I live in Canada. Nothing fucking happens in Canada. Not even Honkai eruptions. We live in fear every day, but not because of the calamities. We fear that an accident could happen tomorrow and devastate our lives. I understand how you feel. It's like having a work report due next morning and you're too anxious to sleep the night before. That's definitely not the same. The more you try to escape, the closer it'll be when you look back. The more you try to win against it, the stronger the pain of defeat. But even if reality never goes as planned, we cannot give up. We must do something. Because that is the only chance we have to prove that our effort can make a difference. That's right. As long as we can dispel this darkness, Debbie will also understand that the world outside isn't that scary. When the sun rises, Papa will have to leave again. So, I wish the night would last longer. As Debbie uttered weakly, the sky darkened further. In Canada too? Hey, fellow Canadian. We need to hurry. The longer we take, the more dangerous it'll be for Debbie. Let's give it our all. After all that loading, I can finally play my trump card. Leah, use that fabricated chest we obtained. Let's inherit Keiji's will and protect this girl. Trump card? Oh, don't tell me. In the face of the teddy bear crisis, the one to turn the tides is without doubt, the commander revered by all and the creator of dream worlds. The great Branya. Oh. Okay, that's how Branya correlates. Okay. The creator of an ideal world, Branya, has joined us. The members of the studio will become her reliable assistant. It's fucking no way. Oh my god. For every relaxed, happy / unfamiliar employees trio available, Branya can provide more withdraw and refresh resources. This demonstrates Studio Reason's impeccable team spirit. Oh my god. Her active skill can select an employee or white chess piece and create a chess piece with the same name and start level at the start of the round. Okay. Let's see. So let's do. We'll fuse that way with that way, and then boom. And we'll boom. You boom. Okay. Gives one Arahado. Okay. To thank the employees for their hard work, Arahado has joined the fray. For every employee trio present on the chessboard, Arahado will gain a percentage of damage boost. With our powers combined, we become Arahado. Now then, ride on the legendary Arahado mecha and send your enemies to the depths of hell. Courtney, are you sure this is the right introduction script? Oh my god. Game world, Corley this. Corley loves it. Oh my god, Penacony. The Bronya. I'll fuse Bronya. Nice. Select a white or an employee piece. Okay. Okay. And obtain a chess piece with the same name and star level at the start of the round. Okay. I read that wrong. I read that wrong the first time in my head. Okay, Bronya to the rescue. Come forth! Orly swung down her hammer and smashed the shadow fog that surrounded Debbie. There were even more shadow monsters inside, and among them was a gigantic teddy bear. Like a marionette, it was lifted by numerous black threads. Black shadows surged into its body and it began to swell. JD, are you still there? Are you still protecting this knight? Those sly shadows. They're hiding inside KG. They're gathering like they're fusing. Oh, this isn't something a newbie can handle. Indeed, this is far beyond a mission suitable for teaching rookies. I'll have to negotiate with the organization for compensation. This is uncanny. We can't leave those monsters growing in it. We have to get rid of it now. No, don't take my knight away. KG, protect me. Ilya stepped forward, but the shadows abruptly grew stronger. When I go closer, the shadows became stronger. She's still afraid of us. She's afraid of daytime because her father would have to leave for dangerous work. And those shadows are taking advantage of her fear to create an everlasting night, even morphed into the night of her dreams to earn her trust. And the sky obscured by shadows above us makes for the night she longs for. If you look at it this way, if you look at it that way, the shadows are the ones who can fulfill her wish. This may sound appropriate, but we're the villains now. But the night granted by shadows isn't the safe night she wishes for. It's a calamity that will ruin her life. We have to do something. Once the night ends, Papa will be hurt again. Wait, if she's only worried about her father, let's get Carver over here and let him promise that he won't ever leave again. Wouldn't that work? Putting aside the feasibility of that plan, we're only moving her to a different cage. Debbie's fear stems from tomorrow's unknown. From her fear of the monsters outside. That's why she wants to remain in this night forever. We have no choice then. Let's kill them all. Huh? What do you mean? I said, let's kill all the shadows here. Starting from the outermost layer, we'll kill every single one of them. Hey now, don't be impulsive. Those monsters are evidently stalling for time until that thing is fully taken form. We can't waste our time on mobs. It's better to find a way to quell Debbie's fear. Since the night of her dreams has been defeated, she's afraid that she'll lose her current life when day breaks. Then, I have to prove that however deep that night may be. Then I have to prove that however deep the night may be, there will always be a ray of light to bring her father home. Sori pulled out a dagger and countless monsters rushed towards a few of them. Having witnessed all kinds of fear, she already understood the current situation. She never had a second way. It was not the only way, but it was something she could do. If you're scared, keep your distance. Senpai, I see now. You want Debbie to understand that shadows aren't that scary. I'll help you too. That's right. You think we'll be scared? Don't look down on us. You should have explained yourself clearly to begin with. But this calamity is beyond what the three of us can handle, and I'm not an official member of the Lantern organization, so I have to ask. Remember the lore of Lantern. Shadow's fear of Lantern give her power. If I get hurt, do I get the claim workers If I get hurt, do I get the claim workers compensation? Unfortunately, probably not. Forget you. The organization rarely pays for my medical bills. Because I'm dead, I can't give you guys any practical remuneration either. Sorry about that, I was talking about something important. Anyway, back to what. Oh, whoops. Okay, whatever. I skipped that back. Whoops, whatever. Anyways. Got the whole gang rushing up on them. It's kind of funny. That's unfortunate. And these rolls suck. Let's get. Oh, actually, I refresh. Ooh, oh. I'll just grab this. Ooh, give me that. Let's go, we got that way. Let's go with this one. Another Bronya? You shouldn't have. Alright. Gotcha. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, sure. I don't know where that came from, but okay. Let's see. Let's use the Bronyas. Or not that one. We'll use these. Actually, wait. Yeah, we'll do that. Nice. Ooh, another Arahado. Nice. Chapter 3 is out. When are you gonna continue the stream? We're gonna do it next week, like Monday. Oh, whatever. The Bronya has become stronger. Let's go. Oh, damn. What does that even do? Just what? Oh. I see. Recommended level is just a suggestion. Svori's blade sliced another monster apart. Covered in wounds, the group finally reached Debbie again. Before them was a huge monster residing in a teddy bear. It greedily absorbed the girl's fear as it grew bigger and bigger. The black teddy bear pulled this crying girl into its body. The once starlit sky also lost its last sliver of... I can't read today, what the fuck? The last sliver... Oh my god, the once starlit sky also lost its last sliver of light. This wasn't a natural night, but a night of fears. Just like the legend that describes the connection between shadows and fear. Shadows originate from human fear. Fear creates shadows, and shadows spread fear. One grows another, and together, they are catastrophe. The thing before us is the culprit. Disguising itself as Keiji, but it wants to imprison Debbie in fear eternally. Sorry-senpai, are you alright? We can handle that thing first. You should take a break. Really have to ask. Even if she has to sacrifice herself, she won't stop. Huh, you know me well. Endless battles, endless shadows, endless fears. She might not be able to defeat those monsters manifested from fears every time. But she had never shown a hint of weakness to the shadows at any time. Although she did not always win, she still showed others that even shadows had their own fears, could be defeated, and would eventually come to an end. Since ancient times, humans believed that the light from lanterns could drive away the darkness of the night. Right now, allow me to become that lantern. Alright, time to play chess. Pew pew pew. A Dawe would be nice. I'll take that. Let's go. Oh, another one. Okay, so Nice. Okay, we just need an Arahato now. Let's go, Arahato! Well, you know what? Let's just pick up a Kiana while we're at it. You may as well. Let's also withdraw this. Actually, no. I'm gonna withdraw this because I don't need the healing right now. I'm really hurt. I should refresh a couple times. Oh, I can double you as well? Oh, shit. Oh, wait. That's not doubling. That's just... I think I'm misunderstanding how that works. Yeah, no, I would prefer to just finish the whole act and then watch that video, honestly. Fucking cows. So when we got his Senna in the thumbnail? Yeah, I know which one. Yeah. Ooh. Just withdraw that. Just I need space. Let the fucking cows. Easy clap. Oh. He's burying shit. Dead. Oh my god, I don't have the rage for once. Holy shit. Why should I be like the only voice line? That'd be crazy. Oh my god, she's fucking hot. Anyway. Anyway. Light grew more intense and broke through the pitch black shadows of the spear.
已经没事了，来，抬头看看周围。姐姐，你的头发在发光，好漂亮。我想让你看的是影子。啊，影子？是的，他们就是传说中屋外面的怪物。好吓人！别害怕，他们不敢过来。
The ferocious shadows refused to give up and tried to take the girl from her hands, but retreated as soon as they touched the borders of light.
不可思议，那些影子丝毫不敢接近那道光。
That's pretty cool.
不，影子们不是不敢接近那道光，而是在害怕杀夫来。它周身环绕的光芒，只是为影子们画出一条不可逾越的警戒线。看到了吗？不是凭空而来的怪物，也不是不可对抗的幽灵。当你鼓足勇气面对他们，该害怕的就是他们了。 我不害怕他们，我要变得勇敢，就像姐姐你一样，让他们不敢靠过来。就像爸爸讲的故事里那样，在遥远的过去，大家会点亮灯火，驱散黑夜中的野兽。难道说姐姐就是那盏灯吗？我只是恰巧会发光而已。结束了，走吧，我带你去找爸爸妈妈。前辈， 你没事吧？
前辈。
有威胁的影子大都已经退去，剩下的都是一些不敢靠近的小喽啰了。我没事，你们做得很好。
黛比，
爸爸，我没事，那位姐姐救了我。
好，好。
卡夫，能先把女儿交给她妈妈吗？最后有些事情需要你配合我们一下。
这，我明白了。
Let's see how she handles this.
爸爸，
没事，黛比，爸爸就离开一会儿。
走吧，不会占用你太多时间。
I gotta pick something up. I just watched something drop. Hold up. So I assume it's this one. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Now, let's talk about you. Sorry, it wasn't right of me to hide those chess pieces. I really am sorry. Just as I said before, I'm willing to take any punishment. Please spare my family. No, that's not what I wanted to ask. Previously, you said that you were commissioned to recover the Lantern Organization's tools. Remember what that client looked like? What they look like. I'm not sure who is the real client, because the person I speak to changes every time. They have something in common. They have the same mark that you guys have on their bodies. Same mark? You mean they're also part of the organization? That makes sense. Only insiders would know the whereabouts of the organization members. Probably. That's why I was rather alarmed when I saw you guys for the first time. I was afraid that you discovered what I was doing and came looking for me. But why would the Lantern Organization look for you? I don't know about that either. Can you describe how those people look like? And so Carver gave a simple description of those few people. I can only remember so much. Is there something wrong, Sori-senpai? What he said is true. Then the people who commissioned you were organization members who had been attacked before. What aside, most of them are still hospitalized. They shouldn't be able to meet him. Senpai, do you still remember our mission report? Those members who were attacked by people couldn't possibly be there. You think the people who attacked them are the ones who commissioned Carver? How did they disguise themselves as others, or create clones that look like others? We've been doing that a while, haven't we? A tool that can create clones? Fabricated chess? In that case, this complicates things. We don't have many clues right now, so we can only decide after we've reported to the organization when this mission ends. Before that, let's finish up everything left to do here. Corley, help Carver settle back with his family. Helia, follow me to check for any remaining shadows in the area. Okay. Okay, probably the oh, fighting. That's about it. Shadows here have all been cleared up. So in the end, this all happened because Carver gave the teddy bear Keiji to Debbie in hopes that it could be a pillar of support for her. And when we brought back the tattered teddy bear, the undefeatable guardian in our heart had disappeared. So shadows were attracted to this intensified fear. When those monsters appeared before her eyes, it was as if all their nightmares had come true. This made her even more fearful, leading to the eruption of a shadow calamity. If Carver had helped Debbie understand shadows correctly in the first place, this calamity wouldn't have gone so severe. But to a child, the true nature of a shadow is no different from that of a monster. Indeed. And now she won't be as afraid as she was before. Shadows exist in this world, but so do people who can kill them. After you've learned that shadows are not invincible, they're nothing to be afraid of. Just as she said herself, you've already lit a lantern in her dark night. Flattery won't get you anywhere. I'll still evaluate your performance on this task objectively. That's alright. I think that I did a good job. I'm very curious. Do you really have nothing that you're afraid of? You do such risky work after all. Not only are you constantly in danger, your comrades could leave you anytime. Have you ever thought that the people around you might all leave one day, and the organization that you fight for would be nothing more than an empty title? What nonsense. In my line of work, we should be prepared to put our lives on the line. As for the organization, as long as shadows exist, a lantern will never be extinguished. I must name something scary. That'd be how the organization hasn't issued my salary yet. Oh my god. Oh, so that's how you perceive things. You seem to find great interest in my perspective, talking about it our entire way here. Is there a special reason? If I said it's because I want to be able to defeat you one day? Defeat me? Yeah. Defeat someone as strong as you is one of my career goals. It's reasonable. Then give it a shot and show me what you can do. Huh? I wasn't serious. If we're gonna spar, we'll do it another day. You've already exhausted yourself today, and I don't want to take advantage of that. Shut up. Guns out. Svari raised her gun. I forget it. There's really no need for this. I said guns out. Senpai, are you serious? Ah, shit. Svari kept her gun up, and her expression clearly showed that she wasn't joking around. Huh. Looks like she's serious. I got it. I look forward to learning from you. It's time to... Oh shit! Oh fuck! I forgot that she does that! Fuck, there's so many fucking strings and shit! I'm mashing buttons because that's the only thing I know how to do. No, gonna lose at this rate. Right now, I've gotta give it my all. Oh my god! After an intense battle, the two used guns and crossbows, fired their last shot simultaneously.
前辈，可以了吧？在你负伤的情况下，不要再叫我前辈，你根本不是组织的人。
Oh shit, we got caught.
怎么会呢？我不久前才加入灯呀。前辈，你到底在说什么？克里亚，你不擅长说谎，你的直觉远比平常人敏锐，作战表现也迅捷有序，甚至已经接受过专业训练，在应对突发事件、处理民众反应、灾后安抚上经验十足。这不该是一个新人该有的水准。
Oh my god, the paper, something fell again.
加上可疑受难女孩，你们一路跟在我身边，是早有预谋。你从一开始就看出来了。实际上，那个叫克拉丽的女孩在刚醒的时候，含糊。从那时起，我就开始怀疑你们是不是早已相识。而你们之后的表现，更是出乎我的意料。而刚才交手之后，我更加确定了我的猜想。你的战斗技巧不可能来自于灯，你到底是谁？接近我又有什么目的？沉默只会让你更可疑。我的耐心有限。
It's kind of awkward because, like, you know, this is all in the past question mark, so it's kind of hard to answer all that.
我的确怀揣着目的而来，但我所说的也不全是假话。至少，在想要寻找打败你的方法这一点上，我并没有说谎。
That's true.
可能你不会相信，在未来某一日，我会遭到你的追杀。如果被我的枪口盯上，那你大概率是影子的帮凶。影子的帮凶？可能当时的你，的确是那么认为的吧。我只能说，我们之间有误会，但你肯定不会相信。无论我们说什么也没用。不过，经历了这一次任务，我或许已经理解了你为何如此执着。你如此不爱惜自己，迫切地消灭眼前的敌人，甚至不惜以死相搏。这一切都只是因为，前辈，你很讨厌影子吧？
Yeah,
莫名其妙
that makes
出现的
sense.
怪物，把原有的生活搅得一团糟。这样的灾难，无论是谁都想要彻底消灭，所以你才不停地投身于工作中。一旦有可能造成灾害的苗头，就会立刻出动，因为你想要对抗这世界上确切存在着却又不讲道理的邪恶。唯有身处与之对抗的过程，你才能感受到那份邪恶依然在你的视野内，一切还可以掌控。也正因为如此，你才不会真正陷入恐惧当中，成为恐惧的敌人，让灯长明不灭。所以呢，你想说的就是这些，只有这些了。不管你相不相信，我并不是坏人，对你也没有恶意。我所做的一切，只是为了日后能和你好好相处。
I'm from the future. Safari's bullet accurately pierced through Helia's shoulder. From their battle, she could ascertain that Helia was not related to the incidents where organization members were attacked. But that didn't mean she believed her explanation either.
前辈，这不代表我相信了你，只是我无法因为想要打败我这一理由对你下手。而且如果你说的没错，那将枪口对准你的。
Okay, she's just rolling it. Okay, that's kind of funny.
我也没你说的那么复杂，干好手头的活，这就是我的想法。既然你已经得到了你想要的答案， 我也完成了自己的工作。
I got a
我
job
们
to
就
do.
此结束。但记住，真有下次，我的子弹不会再打
Oh,
歪了。
actually, you did miss. Safari spoke no further. She crumpled the lollipop wrapper, stuffed it into her pocket, and gently reloaded her gun. Then she slowly walked towards the shadow where the rising sun could not shine.
下次，
黛比和卡夫都已经安顿好了，你的那位前辈呢？
他走了。
你看起来怎么还有点不舍得？
才没有，我只是在想，这一切会不会有些太奇怪了？
奇怪，你指什么？
就是这点，事情确实解决了，但好
That is
像
kinda true.
又有点结束的太快了。
You know, usually it's about like a 5-hour act one, and not like a 8-hour act 2, and then a 4-hour act 3. You know,
虽
kind of
然
like
最
that.
后的结
No, I'm
论
kidding.
是一个小女孩内心深处的恐惧，最终演变成了庞大的隐灾。但这一路上，我们见过的人可不少，享乐、欺瞒、结合、弃用，还有破弃。如此多的数牵扯其中，
还真是，包括卡夫的经历在内，一切都恰到好处，反而让人觉得有点设计感。
而且这次任务的起点分明是调查灯组织成员被袭击
That's
的事
true.
件，
That is a good question.
但现在事情全都解决了，我们也没见过所谓的化身为人的影子。这一切真的解决了吗？
Very strange. Before anyone realized, that ray of determined light that had ventured back into the shadows returned for some reason.
你还有什么别的事情吗？哦，我知道了，是不是齐和忘了拿？
等等，克拉丽，那不对劲，你不是沙弗莱前辈，你是谁？
The person before them responded with her gun. The morning clouds were silently but swiftly tainted with the shadows. Ah, I see.
伪装成同僚的影子，原来真的存在。
这难道是灰星的结局吗？不，袭击我们的不可能是影子，是人。到底是谁？
As her consciousness began to blur, she heard the notification that the box of memories and time was about to disconnect. The last thing she saw was a hazy figure.
很抱歉，两位，
Oh boy.
我本无意如此，只是不得不因事而为之。
Oh boy.
此刻将胜利的余韵从二位手中夺走，实在是有些过于粗野。
It's this
但很可惜
guy.
你们那位优秀的同僚，考虑到组织一直以来对我的关照，这或许也可称得上是有来有往。以身化子之法，本就因我而起。等组织窥见了我虚造世界的方法，于是加以模仿。但此时公之宇宙，有些为时尚早。
Huh.
况且化虚为实的力量，与离恶实相关系过于密切。如果任由你们探寻下去，你们或许真的有可能发现我即将构建的虚假真相。在所有棋子排布完成之前，我必须将一切可能暴露我所发现的真相的因素铲除。所以，好好睡一觉吧。我暂时不会伤害你的心。
I see. Okay.
接下来要从二位手中夺走的，在下衷心期待，不会再与灯的各位相见，直到真正的恶行
That's
开始之时。
And that's the end of that. Whoa! Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. Yippee! I got the outfit. Let's go. Nice. That's like the best part.
想夸我就直说嘛。
Look at that.
晃来晃去
That's I like that outfit. What else is there? You rank up.
准备，我随时都在做。要想追赶上那些前辈，我必须更进一步。
Did I do all my dailies? Oh, I missed one. Very cool. Okay, so you wanted me to watch that Homo Lab video, eh? Yeah, we'll do that now. Yeah, okay. Let me just set up real quick.
So,
Part 2, lore and story and lore explained. Okay, lower that a little bit. Yeah, sure. We'll watch it a little. We'll watch it here. I don't mind. I got to set things up though. Yeah, no, I gotta set it up. No, not that. Can I? No, no, that's not it either. That's something else. You know what? We'll just. No, not that. Yeah, we'll just run with this one. And yep, okay. I don't really set this stuff up for. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna watch the. We're gonna watch this. Yeah, audio should be good. Okay, so
Part 2 was released a while ago and Hoyoverse hit us with a ton of lore.
yeah,
all at
slapped
once.
us with the
And
lore
let
brick.
me tell you, people are confused.
Evidently,
I know
yes.
this because, with a few exceptions, every time I saw any type of discussion regarding the lore of Part 2 on social media, I felt like I was reading a fan fiction. And that is why I spent the last few weeks preparing the oven so that I can cook this video and hopefully offer a clearer image about what the is going on.
That's good, because
Trust
I
me,
need to
after
understand what the
organizing
fuck
all
is
of
going
this
on, even though I
information,
kind of understand.
It's not as complicated as it seems. I think the reason it felt that way was because the lore
It's just
was
a lot of
thrown at us
terms, yeah.
quickly. Plus, there's the technical jargon and the classic Honkai Impact 3rd English localization, which
Yay.
doesn't help with the flow of text. Anyway, who let the dog out?
History of Mars,
A
let's
long
go.
time ago, Mars, also known as Luoxing, was a prosperous planet with a thriving civilization. Mars had 4 major continents: Phoenix in the south, Lunae in the
Okay,
east,
okay,
Elysium in the west,
okay,
and
we're just-
Arcadia
Okay,
in
this
the
part,
north.
yeah, no,
Ocia
knew
and
that.
Lancia
Yep,
were part
knew
of
this as
Lunae.
well.
The oldest
Ah,
civilization on
okay,
Luoxing originated from the Phoenix continent and spread across the entire planet. So, even though Osha is technically part of Lunae, some texts may refer to its people as the inheritors of the Phoenix continent. About 100 Mars years ago, I said Mars years because 1 year on Mars is much longer than 1 year
You gotta
on
love
Earth,
time
so
and how
100
they
Mars
works on
years are
different planets.
approximately 200 Earth years. Anyway, a catastrophe known as the Great Eruption unleashed a force of dark energy which exposed Mars to the Sea of Data. This led to widespread destruction, with many cities being corrupted by the sea. Coincidentally,
Epic.
we know that the Cocoon of Finality stalled on Mars 1 billion Earth years ago, and in one of Chensh's notes, it is stated that the Great Eruption was caused by Honkai energy. Now, does this mean that the Great Eruption was caused by the Cocoon? We don't know. Hylia and Coralie questioned the connection between the two due to how different the Great Eruption on Mars was from the one on Earth. Concepts such as
Remember not
Honkai
being here all the time, I was
corruption,
taking-
Honkai beasts,
yeah, I
or
was talking
even
about my
Berserkers
talking to
were
the college
completely
office. It's
absent.
fine, it's fine,
In my
dude.
opinion, more
Gotta
so
take care of
than
yourself,
the Great
man.
Eruption, the Cocoon was responsible for the curse of
Also,
the
the
shadows,
bottle always be there
which
anyway.
again both Hylia and Coralie heavily associate with the Honkai phenomena on Earth. This might suggest that the Cocoon employed a different method in the past to achieve embrace, and
Does seem like it,
cursors,
yeah.
as we know them, might be a more recent strategy. Besides
seem
the
like
fact
that.
that we don't know the role that the Cocoon played in Mars's destruction, there is also a discrepancy in the timeline of the events between when the Cocoon was on Mars and what the people of Luoxing remember about the Great Eruption. The Great Eruption happened 100 Mars years ago, while the Cocoon was said to be on Mars 1 billion billion Earth years
Yeah, no,
ago.
time's kind of
So,
fucky-wucky.
what's happening here? We know from the Cocoon of Unwoven that time in the bubble worlds of Mars halted until Kiana achieved embrace with the Cocoon on Earth, which could explain the discrepancy in the two timelines.
Yeah, that
While
would
in the
make sense.
proper
It
world,
does make
has
sense.
been over 1 billion years since the destruction of Mars. For the people of Mars, due to time being frozen, it was just a little more than 100
that would make
years.
sense. That makes
This
sense.
would paint a timeline of events like this. Finality was on Mars 1 billion years ago and tried to achieve embrace through the curse of shadows. The great eruption happened, Finality left, after 100 years the time on Mars froze, and after Kiana achieved embrace, time on Mars resumed. Or another version, which seems a little bit more likely, would be that the cocoon remained on Mars for 100
Yeah, I don't know.
more
I
years
think that
after the
makes more
Great
sense. I
Eruption,
think that makes
and
more
time
sense.
was frozen only after it left. But this timeline brings up new questions. We know that Senadina interacted with the cocoon. So, did she use Finality's power to freeze time on Mars until a civilization could control the cocoon's powers by achieving embrace? Her immediate request for Kiana's help might suggest that embrace might have been a crucial factor for Mars's salvation. But that's a theory for another video. Continuing with Finality and Honkai, let's delve into the shadows. The Curse of Shadows is a phenomena present on Mars even before the Great Eruption. Throughout the story, there are some obvious parallels between shadows and the Honkai phenomena on Earth, suggesting that they both might be the cocoon's attempt at embrace. What makes the Curse of Shadows distinct is its tie to fear, which can make it manifest in multiple ways. From monsters to diseases to even beings capable of wielding unique powers. In the beginning of chapter 1, Coralie calls the monsters from the shadow Martian Honkai beasts. Later on, Coralie and Hylia even mention that shadows might give birth to Herschers. Of course, not literal Herschers as we know them on Earth, but being similar in nature to Herschers, which was later reinforced by the reveal that Donige, a creature of the shadows, was born from Lithos's fear. Donige, by being a creature that can bring death to those who fear it, has some interesting parallels to the Hersher of Death. But we'll get back to Lithos and Donige later. Another interesting thing about the shadows is that they can take any shape. Through a process known as fear gathering, the people of Langcha can exchange their fears with the shadows for goods that they need to survive. This process is realized through a special gadget made by Ajita, one of the 7 shoes. The Dreamseeker even draws parallels between shadows and the source matter used by the people in Osha. Source matter is a substance from the sea of data that can be transformed into tangible materials through special programming. Later in the story, the source matter and the shadows were confirmed to be similar,
good that I'm
but
watching
they
this
were
because,
able
like,
to use the source matter as
been a while since
trackers on them. And similarly how the
last chapter,
shadows
so.
can give birth to monsters, or even humans like the Lithos that we see in chapter 1, source
recap.
matter can also do the same. In fact, the Dreamseeker themselves is such a human said to be born from source matter. Vita describes the Dreamseeker as a star whisperer, which those of you who have read the Durandal visual novel should be very familiar with. In essence, they are people born inside the Sea of Quanta based on some form of blueprint of data. The manifestation of the shadows on Mars was categorized in 10 different types called the 10 Faces of Misery. Here are some of them. Tainted by dust is the infliction that the Dreamseeker suffers from. It starts with the individual seeing a strange symbol inside their mind. Then they begin to fear everything around them, and as the infliction gets worse, they even fear themselves. This, in turn, will give birth to shadow monsters from their fear. Luckily for the Dreamseeker, Songche was there to keep the issue at bay. The Dream of Loss, which are the domains where we farm not relics, are also one of the 10 Faces of Misery. Another one is Donige, but he's pretty harmless now that we beat him and Perception cut his link to the Pool of Shadows. Lastly, the most dangerous of the 10 Faces of Misery is the Subscribe to be free of the curse of not knowing
I wasn't
Honkai
having
lore.
that.
Genuine. Leave a like if you want to be free of the curse of not knowing Honkai lore. Genuinely, don't wait until it's too late. The 10 faces of misery were spread everywhere on Mars prior to the Great Eruption, or at least in Antares City, but we can assume it was the same all over the planet. I fail to see why this phenomena would be unique to only a single city. To combat them, people develop unique methods to deal with them by mastering their fear. The people who are able to deal with all 10 faces of misery were given the title of Shoes. The 7 Shoes are a group of people who use 7 different methods related to fear to deal with the shadows.
Shadow the Hedgehog!
Even being revered as gods among humans. The 7 Shoes remind me of Stigma Awakened, who awakened into a state where they can control the Honkai energy from their body to fight. The 7 Shoes each hold a title based on their method of dealing with the shadows. Number 1, the best character ever created by Hoivers, I mean Selema, the Shoe of Pleasure. Number 2, Litost, the Shoe of Sacrifice. Number 3, Seraphim, the Shoe of Union. Number 4, Lantern, the Shoe of Destruction. Number 5, Baiji, the Shoe of Falsehood. Number 6, Agita, the Shoe of Gadgets. And number 7,
the fucking coffin, I'm dead.
Deception.
Her ass just on the ground, I'm dead.
Selema can take control over people's minds, turning them into loyal followers, and I know this firsthand.
Oh my
Litost
god.
had complete control over the fear in people's hearts. Seraphim can combine the souls of the people who walk into her library into a hive mind. Lantern is a very powerful fighter that killed countless monsters from the shadows. Baiji is literally a god who can create anything with the power of the shadows. Agita split her soul into multiple pieces and put them into her gadgets. And yes, perception is one of them. And there's Songche, she can do
I'm telling y'all, Songche probably does exactly what Baiji does.
I wouldn't sleep on this grandma who can't lift her ass off the ground. When talking about the 7 Shoes, Chen Xue mentioned that Songche can deceive even the laws of physics. It's clear that there is more to her than we see, and I guarantee you that by the end of the story arc, we'll find out some crazy plot twists regarding her character. Before the Great Eruption, Osha and Langche were part of the 4 quarters of the ancient Antares city, along with Minghai and Bai Yu. When the Great Eruption struck, the people of Antares retreated inside a bubble world protected by the Anchor of Apocalypse.
Oh my god!
Unfortunately, the corruption of the sea continued even there, and Minghai and Bai Yu were destroyed, leaving Osha and Langche to soon follow the same fate. In order to stop the disaster, Litost absorbed all the fear he could gather into himself. Then he died and his body became the pool of shadows. The rest of the Shoes used the 7 nails to pin the pool of shadows above Langche and counteract the corruption of the sea. They placed Langche between the Sea of Data and Osha, making sure that the corruption only spread to Langche, where it's kept in check by the pool of shadows. They also trapped all the shadows here, making Langche a prison for the course of shadows as well. After they achieved their goal, the 7 Shoes went into slumber. Well, most of them. Litos died, but he came back as a shadow born from Doniga's fear. Songche never fell asleep and instead chose to remain in Langche to help the people by performing fear gathering, and a part of Agita's souls remained inside the artifact she left behind. Because of the sacrifice of the 7 Shoes, the people of Osha were able to continue living peacefully. Now, due to the events that happened in Langche, a great evil is about to be unleashed, and the Shoes need to be reawakened to stop it. Now, let's address the dog in the room, Doniga. To understand the dog, we first need to understand his master, the human he vowed to torture endlessly, Litost. Litost.
Oh my god.
Litost. Yeah, Litost. A long time ago, Litost committed a grave sin. Nobody seems to know what this sin was, not even the other Shoes. To repent for his actions, Litost locked himself up, but that wasn't enough for him. Litost wanted to repent by dying and erasing every trace of his existence from the world. You see, Litos was not an ordinary human. He lacked the emotion of fear. And not only that, he was capable of controlling the fear in the hearts of others, including himself. So Litost made himself feel fear and have the monster that will be born from that fear kill him. That's how Doniga came to be. Unfortunately for Litost, things didn't go as he wished. By nature, Doniga is a monster that brings death to the people who fear him. But Litost didn't fear death. He didn't fear anything, so it would have been pointless for Doniga to kill him. On the contrary, Litost wanted to die. So Doniga decided to torture him for the rest of his life by forming a contract with him and
that's how
his
friendships
weapon.
are made.
Not long after, Litost became the shoe of sacrifice. While working together, Doniga made sure to leave as many traces as possible so that people will remember Litost, making sure that he will never realize his wish of erasing everything about himself. The two of them had a very strange relationship, to say the least, where they were both partners and enemies at the same time. Later on, they killed everybody on Amber Street in an incident known as the Amber Street Grey Panic. They did this because the street itself was plagued by the 10 Faces of Misery due to the people's subconscious collective fear of it, and to stop the street from spawning an endless horde of monsters, Litost transferred the source of fear to himself by killing everybody. In the end, Litost sacrificed his life to become the pool of shadows that kept the corruption of the Sea of Data at bay and imprisoned the 10 Faces of Misery. His sacrifice was the catalyst that enabled the shoes to execute their plan and save Osha. After spending time with Litost and not being able to break him, Doniga subconsciously developed a fear of him, which brought back Litost as a manifestation of the shadows. When the Dreamseeker asked Shadow Litost about his identity, he replied that he is not Litost, but for them, he is Litost. His existence was created by Doniga's fear of Litost, so while he is Litost, he's not the real Litost. Interestingly enough, the real Litost knew all along that he will return as Doniga's fear, as we saw in his dialogue with Baiji right before his death. So,
yeah, I remember
to recap, Doniga was born from Litost's self-induced fear, and later, after he died, Litos was brought back to life as a shadow born from Doniga's fear. I know, it's confusing AF. After Litos died, Doniga also gained control over the pool of shadows. He wanted to switch the places of Osha and Langcha, basically having Osha support Langcha instead and unleash the 10 Faces of Misery upon the world once again. Now, you may ask, why would he do this? And while the text doesn't explain it in great detail, it basically boils down to the fact that he wanted to maintain balance for Litost's sake. Since Litost was someone who always strived for balance, Doniga thought that it's unfair that Langcha kept supporting Osha for 100 years and wanted to reverse the situation to achieve that balance. But didn't he hate Litost? Yesn't. Like I said, they had a very complicated relationship. Fortunately, we stopped him before it was too late, but some sort of disaster was already set in motion anyway, and it doesn't seem to be related to Doniga, but more so with us.
We did something, let's go.
In this last part, I want to talk about some miscellaneous stuff, things that I couldn't fit into a category. First, Senadina and the Dreamseeker. I'm talking about the goddess version here. All we know is that she's a being that interacted with finality and that she's in a different point of time. Yes, this is literally the first thing she says when she met the Dreamseeker. But if that's the case, how did she met the Dreamseeker and even Kiana? Well, through dreams, of course. And if you remember what Vincent told us during Act 2 of Chapter 1, there is a legend about a group of people called Dreamseekers in the Elysium of old, who were people that could travel back in time through dreams. It is said that they used these powers to observe.
And you know what, in Honkai,
this also suggests that all the dreams exist somewhere outside the constraints of time, which is quite a major lore bump.
Oh no, it thinks in
Another
dreams.
point I wanted to address are I Lambda and Vita. For now, they seem to be inside a pseudo-time crystal and observe the story just like us. Their dialogue implies that at some point they plan to intervene directly. So for all the Vita wanters, stay strong, my
Let's
comrades,
go!
or time will come soon. So,
that was
this
louder than I
is
should
pretty
have
much the gist of everything. Please keep in mind that in
Saving
some
for
places
Vita,
the lore and timeline is very
low-key
blurry,
would be the only
so
character
I had
I'd
to
spend
use
on
my
this
own
game.
interpretation to fill in some gaps. So take what I said in this video with a grain of salt. I tried my best. If you think that I was wrong in some parts or you have some interesting points that I didn't mention, please write them in the comments. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to lobotomize whatever is left of my brain. See you later.
That was good. Oh, that was some good stuff right there. Alright, let's switch back to the game real quick. Okay. So that was a good recap. That was like a good recap of the story basically for me right
要不
there.
要躺我腿上来眯
Nice.
会儿？
I'm excited for next chapter. So we will be, like I said before, we will be doing that on Monday. Can't do that today. Can't do that tomorrow because I'm busy tomorrow. And also, I got stuff to do now actually. So yeah. But yeah, Monday. Next Monday is when we will start the story. Crown Foretold. And yeah, that's about it really. Any other streams? Well, that's if I feel like it. It'll if it's not related to like something I deem important enough, it'll probably be on Twitch. But yeah, no, most of these streams will be on YouTube anyway. That's about it really. So anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed, comment down below after, tell me what your thoughts on the story, or like how are you keeping it on CN next stream. I forget what language I played it last time. If I played last chapter in CN, I'm gonna switch it to JP. If I played last chapter in JP, I'm playing CN. I don't remember. I enjoyed the dialogue in JP. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I do. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other socials. I'll see y'all.